Hello, incredible, beautiful, wonderful, fantabulistical Minecrafting fam, and happy, wonderful, wild, welcome, warm, weathering, wanderlusting hump day. What, woo, confetti drops. Okay, imaginary confetti drop. Where's that camel? Has anybody seen him? Okay, I was just looking. The silence was me looking for the camel. What up, Jay? Welcome back to the Minecrafting Doc channel. My name is Caridad, and I am your Mind host. I have an LMHC, which is a licensed mental health counselor, and an EDD, and education, counseling, psychology doctorate. Why is this so hard? Maybe because I don't say it enough. Say it more, say it more, say it more. You know, we're only good at what we do most. So do all that good stuff you want to do so you'll get so good at it. Okay, so what are we going to talk about today? Several things. All right, so welcome back. If it's your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming and visiting and hanging out with the Minecrafting Doc. TMCD. That's the acronym. TMCD. 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 Remember, anytime you hear me, throw a beat. Yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay. So if you're coming back, I give you lots of hearts. If your first time, I give you lots of hearts. 2 thumbs up. And don't forget what we're practicing. Thumb every time you get a chance and you go into one of these, just give them a thumbs up. Thank you for doing that. We so appreciate you. It makes a difference for our channels. So you are contributing a lot, even if your brain says, no, you're not. Yes, you are. Okay, period. I have my phone here. We might have interruptions. I didn't take things out. So we're going to have a little bit of real life today in the Minecrafting Doc channel. All right, so before we get started, don't forget to subscribe down below and ring that bell. Ring that bell. My bell. Ring, ring, ring. Ow! Okay, so I hope you saw that because I think I did a great job. Pat Caridad on the back. All right, besides that, let me show you of some of what I'm doing. All right, so you see the earrings? Okay, I'm looking down because I'm looking at them. I got a hanging spider on this side because, you know, it's almost Halloween and it don't last that long. So we got to enjoy it. So I start wearing my shirt so I can wear them all because I got a bunch. And I got a boo ghost on this side. And what is she wearing today? All right, so this is, of course, from either Horror Scream or Howlow Scream. My goodness, one day I'll get it together, and I'll be going to one this Friday, and then again later, because, of course, my son, who is leaving, my younger son, wanted to do that, so, of course, we're going to do it with him. So, I love this girl, because, one, I want to have her shape. I don't know about the horns. Maybe in a different planet, if there's horns, we'll do the horns. But anyways, this backdrop of her, I think it looks amazing. Not just that. This shirt makes me look great. Makes my tatas look great, which in Spanish they're called nenas, which are girls. The girls, the nenas, look great. So I invite you today, if you have some nenas in your life, go ahead and tell your nenas, you look great, nenas. Why not? So that's one of my favorite things. Okay, moving right along. So before we go into the craft, I wanted to ask you, so this is the old Minecrafting Doc channel book, TMCD, as you can see it right here, T-M. Okay, I'm looking at this opposite. You know it's opposite. C-D. TMCD. So this is the old Minecrafting Doc notebook. That's what I designed and created. So now we have my new one, and you see it's green. Favorite color, hunter green. Green, any greens, I love them, they're beautiful. And now the new one, yellow. Okay, love the yellow and black, looking pretty good. I love it. So what I was going to ask you is if you can write down below some ideas. Okay, this is what I had before. All right, so I was thinking the new one can have TMCD on it, this little chick in the books, because, you know, it takes some books to do what we do here. And then, you know, of course, my guy here, exhausted. Yes, Minecrafting can become exhausting just like anything else in life. So that's why you must take a break and do the tea. If you're a tea drinking, if not coffee, if not whatever it is you drink. So if you can write down below some ideas of how you think decorating this notebook would look like. What does it look like for you? And give me some ideas on what you think would be pretty cool so I can do it. Now remember, I'm visually impaired. I also have 2 channels, one that does nothing and one that I do this on. So the other one is a break and this one is not. But I'm in the break one. So I got to get better at all that stuff, to-dos that we don't do. So I will make it my business to be mindful coming here so I can read all your comments. I'm trying to do better with that. And thank you for when you do comment. It makes my day. Even when you give me a little emocon. Okay, there, whatever else the other word is, because I'm so used to saying emocons. The little emojis, I call them emocons. I like my word. All right, let's move right along. So, what are we crafting? Let me time check. All right, it's going to be a little longer today. Hopefully you can hang with me. All right, so wanted to show you where we start at when we're making a card. Many times, if you don't have a card kit, you start from here. These are called dies, okay? These are the dies. They cut into paper. Paper, anything leather, anything you have, they can cut into all kind of things. Felt, glitter, many different type of mediums of paper. So here are your dies. Then with the dies, most of the time you get stamps. They look like this, as you can see. And you can see this one's about ladybugs and this one. So we got this, and this. All right, covering my face up. Yep, you see it, you got it. So we go from all those, and then Caridad, who is not a designer like the Yaya collection, Terry Marcus, who does amazing, and all the other designers out there that are incredible. Judy Lahan, oh my God, is she incredible. Okay, so I am not, but still, I did. I am dipping and dapping. There's another word. I can't think of it. So this is what you come up from that I just showed you to this. Tell me, is that not incredible, beautiful, amazing? From that, okay, wait, just one more time. From this, all right, look at that. Oh my God, are you kidding me? To that. What? I think that is just phenomenal, incredible, awesome. To top it off, I did that. Look at those cute little ladybugs. I'm sending you all the kisses of showers of ladybugs to all of you. Okay. So with that being said, is that not the most coolest, most cute? I love that card. Not just because I did it. I just thought it was really cute. That's what happens here in the Mindcrafting Doc channel. TMCD. That's what you get when you TMCD. It looks like nothing's happening when you're doing all these little things. When I sing and you shake it, or you smile, or you hum while you pee, or you become aware that, hey, wait, my brain is on stress mode and I don't need to survive right now. I can bring it down. Look left, look right. Engage your vagus nerve. When you're doing all that, you're like using dies, using stamps, and you like have them and like, what is all this stuff? What happens? Just like that ladybug card. Your mind starts ladybugging you. So I invite you to continue to practice and do all we do here, because you go from wax on to wax on and wax off to wax on to, oh yeah, baby, I just blocked you. So you're blocking all those thoughts you don't need. So I invite you to continue to do it with me. All right, so the saying for today is from Hallmark, because you know I love Hallmark. All right, I need to go to one of those Christmas town villages. Okay. And you can lower the volume if I'm too loud. Because what? I'm Puerto Rican, and we tend to be loud. Not all of us, but most of us, I would say. And nothing wrong with that. That's who we are. That's what we do. Just be mindful of it and bringing it down when we can. But the beautiful thing about you having control is you can lower the volume. Not just that my throat's not doing too good, so I tend to speak louder. Like I need that. All right, so here's a saying. It's from Notes of Autumn, like notes, like you play notes, of Autumn 2023. And she says to the gentleman, thank you for the push I didn't know I needed. Thank you for the push I didn't know I needed. And I'm saying that to all of you who have ever pushed me. I became irritated, annoyed, disgusted, didn't want to hear it. It drew conflict. And then I knew I needed it. Even before the conflict, maybe I knew I needed it, just wasn't ready. Thank you. Don't ever stop pushing. Thank you. All right, so here's the talk. Mend the broken. So mending the broken. Family, friends, work relationships, any relationship. When you mend the broken, it comes from conflict. Conflict. One of the things most of us have a challenge with, except my husband. He is so incredible at conflict and conflict. That's because he sees conflict and then he's like, oh, wait, conflict resolution. We all need to live like that. And then he's so good at it. I really need to bring him here to talk about that. I hope he says yes one day. All right. So I invite you, though, as we talk about conflict, which is things that are broken. And what do you do with things that are broken? You mend them. You put them back together. So like Brave, the cartoon, I highly recommend you watch Brave, the cartoon, where don't mess with my mama, which is what happens after they are mending the broken. So they break and then they mend. But there is a journey to the mending. I invite you to watch it. And Christopher, my former fiance, he and I loved to watch Brave. We liked watching Brave. We liked what it stood for. It made us laugh. All the red hair, all the stuff going on, the little babies with their butts out. It is just so cute and amazing. I invite you to watch Brave. It is a recipe for mental wellness. So I invite you today to watch Brave and mend the broken. All right, with that being said, let's talk a little more. All right, so again, broken is just conflict, okay? When there's broken, we're going to talk about conflict. So if you didn't know, you needed to practice the art of getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. I'm trying to read my notes. Then, when you have something broken, is your opportunity and your push to working on the broken by getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. And basically, that's what happens. When something is broken and you have conflict, that is the universe, let's just talk about the universe or whatever you want to call, pushing you forward to work on things that are uncomfortable. Because conflict is uncomfortable. But how do you get better at it? You get better at it by doing it. So get ready to get comfortable with the uncomfortable anytime you notice something is broken, because it may need to be mended. I'm going to go more than not, needs to be mended. However it is you're going to mend it, make sure it's done healthy. All right, let me read to see if there's anything else I missed. Okay, so self-disclosure. So in my family, when my little sister was shot and killed, it broke us, literally. Especially my niece, my nephew, but I believe we were all broken. Then, and including my husband, who had just come into this family. How can you not break? And then my mother passed away a year later, a day later, and there's something else. I forget. So anyways, one passes, then the other passes, then we break even more. Here's the thing. Just like in Brave, sometimes we feel like there needs to be a rush to fix, or sometimes you don't even notice the breaking is happening because there's so much hurt going on, or so much other distraction, whether it be hurt, depression, sadness, anger, irritation, life, whatever's going on. You fail to see it. You got them horse blinders on, and they got to be removed because you ain't a horse. So you might miss it. And there's a journey. Here's the thing. Give yourself grace for the journey when there is something broken. But please start reminding yourself when something is broken, it is your opportunity to practice becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable, which is known as conflict. You are mending. And when you're mending, you are bringing it back together, repairing the broke. So I invite you, there is another thing that I want to self-close before I invite you. So we know that about that. And we are doing our best to mend it. My son the other day said, our family is broken. So what do? Do I feel hurt about it? Do I feel like, oh, God, I cannot even believe this? Because I do feel like when my mother was here, she kept us together a lot more. But what I learned from my mother is that we all have the opportunity to practice what we are taught, what we learn, the legacies that are left behind by those who we love and adore. When you practice them more, you bring those people who are not physically here next to us back to life, and you bring them closer to us. So when my son said that, felt a little hurt, felt a little sad. And then I was like, you know what? Why don't I just ask what my son means by that? And then why don't we just work on continuing to mend what's broken? Because it is a journey to mend what's broken, because we don't practice it, and because our brain tells us we should have anxiety, fear, anger, disgust, don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with conflict. That's not the way. The way is when you practice mending the broken, which is called conflict, you get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And yet you become then like the guru husband of mine, who is so amazing and good at it, and I've learned so much from him. And the last thing is my blended family. We have a blended family. Right now, we are broken. We are broken. We got some family drama going on. Cancellations had to be done. But here's the thing. Because of all the practice we've had with all the other things, and we got the guru, Lance Hartman. What? Mending the Broken with his excellence, conflict resolution, example, mentor. I bow to you, sir. We are working. He is the mediator right now. Sometimes you need a mediator to mend the broken. So find yourself a mediator. Ours just happened to be there. He's like a leprechaun who just showed up. Thank you, Mr. Hartman. Love you. Mwah. So we are working on mending the broken, but this time it's not taking as long as some other things do. So I invite you to brave yourself. Exactly. Brave, because it takes bravery to do the unknown, the uncomfortable. Okay. And when you do some of that, it gives you that buoyancy. It's not just for the water, it's for life. We are floating in here. We sink, we come up. We sink, we come up. So let's sink and come back up. And remember, it is a journey. So I invite you to mend the unbroken. Wait, that's wrong. To mend the broken. And remember, it is just conflict. Brave yourself. I highly recommend you watch that. I will watch it. And let's all work together at swimming in the uncomfortable so we can get comfortable at mending the broken. Remember, it's a journey. Take care. Have a beautiful one. Bye-bye.